Welcome back to the 2948-2949 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. This time we'll be approaching the convention center at the crack of dawn, which means all the lights are still on. All the holograms, neon lights, all of the lights. I'm actually really late at making this. It is day 5 currently in game. But schoolwork takes precedence. You know, properly representing RSI. Alright. These are all the RSI ships and vehicles. They're like one of the earliest, actually the earliest ship manufactured in the lore. Way back in the 21st century. Their very first ship is what got humanity to expand beyond the reaches of Earth and solar system, exploring other stars, systems, planets, moons, nebulas, black holes, all that. I'll be reading their brochure here. The manufacturer, nearly synonymous with civilian spaceflight, continues to defy its age and push boundaries after all these years. From forward-thinking, specialized variants of its classic chassis to cutting-edge, security-focused ships like the newly improved Mantis, RSI continues to raise the bar in unexpected ways. I already need to find out how to remove this echo. God damn, it's difficult to talk. I don't want to do this anymore since the rest will be in-game commentary. Now all these 5 ships are the RSI variant, Aurora variants, or RSI Auroras. They're your basic starter ships, come in slightly different flavors. This is the CL. It's like the cargo hauler version. There goes the description. You can pause the video and read it. Very utilitarian design. The ES, or Essential. This one's the MR, or Mercantile. This one is the one that I own. It's the most, I guess, combat ready version of all the Auroras. It has bigger gun slot on the wings up there. Bigger engine intakes. More powerful thrusters. And I guess when the armor system comes online, this may even have a little bit of armor. Oh yeah, and 4 missiles up on top. You can pretty much customize with different missile racks you can buy. You can customize how many like missiles you can carry. But it's a size 4 slot on top for the missile rack. This here is the LX, or the deluxe version. Alright, now let me show you inside. Will I? Not sure what I was talking about at this point. Oh yeah, there's supposed to be a cargo box underslung on the back there, but you won't see that until they get the external cargo functionality online. Any cargo that you have, like actual like cargo you can pick up, you can just drop it inside, throw it inside. Like a true UPS delivery guy. Even has a bed, and you can log out wherever you want. Ignore me just phasing through the door like that. There's a tight squeeze to the cockpit seat. Yeah, you see, you got some pretty nice views. A decent amount of MFDs.
System check.
One thing about RSI is that they love their struts. Sometimes that's a little too much. But the view out this ship is not that bad. It's a nice little ship, you know. Stings like a bee. With all upgraded components and the right weapons, if you're not careful, an Aurora can take you out. It's just $45 I paid for this. And I can do a little bit of everything. There's a closer view at where the underslung cargo box should be. Again, once they work on the external cargo, there should be a box there. This here is one of the newest, actually the newest RSI ship. Just came out this patch actually, 3.7. I'm guessing this is where the future of RSI will look like now going forward. As you can see, it takes a lot of design cues from like Star Trek ships. As you can see from its description, it's an interdiction ship meant to stop people on their tracks for whatever reason you want. This was my first time getting inside this ship, so I had actually no idea how to call up the elevator. There's a button outside which I didn't see first time, but I happened to extend my arm to reach the button inside. But yeah. It has a bed. It has a restroom. You can have food processor over here. You can make coffee. Make coffee and cook your rice. Don't know what those screens are for, but I guess I don't know. But they have planned for all the screens. As you can see, the future of RSI is less struts. There's only 2 on the top and bottom. Much more clean. Much better views. Still have kind of like the see-through MFD panels. That's like the style guide of RSI for cockpits. Yeah. The design is almost Star Trek-like. Here's me closing and opening the quantum dampener. So whatever you think you can use this ship for, you know, either lawful or nefarious purposes, I imagine it would be great to pair with a bounty hunter ship, you know, if you know where a target's going to be quantum traveling to. You could try to like get in his path, activate the quantum dampener, force him out of quantum travel, then the bounty hunter can go and secure his target. But yeah, I do not recommend trying to pull people out of quantum by yourself in this ship. It is not armored, and it only has 2 weapons basically. Later on, I will insert a clip showing you the quantum dampener in action, but didn't manage to pull anyone out of quantum. I should say that this ship was actually a surprise to all of us, as this ship, which is rare, it's rare that it came with gameplay with it. The quantum interdiction gameplay was completely new with this ship. We thought that would be like a further away, but they just dropped this on us like surprise. Here's me turning the dampener on. I'm currently like in between. I don't know, I kind of try to position myself in between R Corp. People exiting R Corp going to Crusader. Try to see if I could catch anybody. But if only 50 players on a server, you have to be extremely lucky to pull anybody out. And the AI can't quantum travel yet. That should be something they'll be introducing next year. I don't know what it's collecting, or what that glowing orb in the middle is made of. But it's something related to quantum technology. Same thing with the quantum drives they use to travel around. Alright, I'm about to set it off. What I won't show you is the 15 more times I've done this, because it's such a cool effect. Now you can still move and shoot your weapons, but only to a certain point. Otherwise you'll end up overheating and it'll automatically go into cooldown mode. Now the cooldown mode is quite long. I haven't actually timed it, but I think it's around 3 or 4 minutes. Now on to the Constellation series. This is one of the variants called the Aquila. It's the Explorer variant. For some reason, the elevator animations are in slow motion. It has turrets on the bottom, or weaponized turret on the bottom. But the top turret has sensors and antennas to, explore and all that. All the Constellation variants have like snuff fighters on the back, and they have VTOL fans, which I forgot to say that the Aurora series has it too. But the animations is not in game yet. But VTOL fans is there to basically alleviate the stress the bottom thrusters will be going through where you're in gravity. Again, the elevator animations is slow motion for some reason on this ship, not the others. Yeah, as you see inside, it's very many people call it the Millennium Falcon of Star Citizen. This was also one of the first ships they made for the game back in 2013, 2014. It has gone through several reworks actually. Might need another one. Once again, see-through MF3 screens.
Enjoy the run. System check.
It's the RSI design language. But might be a little too much screens and struts. Kind of gets in the way of the view. You still got pretty nice views. I'm not really sure what the purpose of 2 other seats. Well, I know one will be there to like check on sensors, shields, and all that stuff. third seat. Not sure what that person would be doing. Here's the top and bottom turrets. I'll show you on the other ships. Here's some component panels on the side walls here. Here's a locker. Well, a shower. I believe there should be a toilet here. That probably pops out. But I'm not that sure. Probably, yeah, it looks like there's space for it. We just haven't added it. These are your weapon. Well, actually, these are your weapon racks. Kinda low polygon. Those lockers are probably for your clothes. Probably not enough space for armor. Now I could get it to work, but this table was supposed to like pop up. Kind of click on it to pop up, but I couldn't get the interaction working. Someone's I guess sleeping in the bunk beds. Yeah, there are 4 bunk beds. But I don't think it really covers all your crew.
Welcome to Roberts Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
One person will be left out, you know, the one on the turret. You know, there might even be a 6th one when that's supposed to get in the snub fighter at the back. Whatever. These bunk beds also double as escape pods. There will be doors that'll close off and seal them in, and they'll be blasted off of their ship, you know, emergency situations. Now, I couldn't get this door to work, so I'll show you that on section on the other ships variants. Here is the Andromeda variant. This is the base model. Medium freight and gunship. It's kind of like an old moniker for it, way back in the days. It's more of a missile boat. Yeah. It does have big size 4s cannon, or size 5s. Not really that sure. But they're big and meaty guns. Can fit on these. So if you're fighting against one of these constellations, do not get in front of it at all. If you're in a small ship, they can pretty much one-shot you. And this one, the cockpit's more angular instead of round. Here's the cargo section. Big enough to fit a vehicle in there. Here's the missile racks. Side airlock. There's also an airlock up here, right above the elevator. Again, I couldn't get the table to work on here. cargo elevators where our cargo will go. If you choose to keep it empty, again, you can put a vehicle in here. Here's even more of your components on the sides. Here's a little snub fighter at the back. Now, because the ship-to-ship docking system isn't in game yet, you can't actually like get in here and launch out of it. This little snuff fighter is made by another manufacturer, which we will get into on the next day. These stairs can be a little wonky sometimes. Nice wide space that can fit almost anything. Be wondering where's this front landing gear. Most of the weight of the ship is near the back. You know, the center of gravity is at the back, so doesn't really need any support on the front. This is the Phoenix, the luxury version. All nice and white and shiny. As you can see from the cargo bay, there's no upper section with catwalks and such. We'll show you why. Here's a description of it. Stunt fighter here is a nicer version than you can find in the other models. We'll go into that into detail on the next day. There's some nice pictures of it, interior, idealized scenarios. Front two sections is basically the same, as well as the way in the back where the snout fighter is. Kind of lazy if you ask me. Might need to revisit this shit. I could differentiate a little. But over here, in the middle section, it's all completely different. Much nicer, much more luxury. See, we got like 2 bedrooms, TV screens, and fish tanks. Very nice. Very luxe. Warm lighting being utilized to make you feel more comfortable and relaxed. After almost locking myself in that room, moving on. Yes, very like private jet like seats over here. You can play cards on this table. Read a book while you're waiting to your next destination. For some reason, a little funny glitch over here. All the missiles are lined up here when they should be out in those wings. For some reason, I couldn't interact with any of these seats. Perhaps it just knows that I don't have the VIP pass. Anyways, you got the bar over here. Nice hardwood floors. Good collection of all your gin and spirits and all alcoholic pleasures. Just a little elevator to the cargo area. Here's where the hot tub is supposed to be. Currently, we can't open the door to it. Yeah, that's where the switch is. These two are like the shield generators. Hope not everybody can just access those buttons and sabotage the systems of your ship. You got 2 coolers. As you can see, because I wasn't wearing a suit or a helmet, I had no flashlight. It was very dark in here. But it basically looks the same as the other models, except for the nicer snub. Here's the master bedroom. For some reason, there's no fish tank in here. Downgrade in my eyes. As you can see, you get a clear view from inside the bedroom. Outside the bedroom, the windows are tinted to give you a little bit of privacy. You got this sunroof, or I should say star roof. Give you some nice views while you're traveling across the verse. And of course, your meeting table over here. You know, if you want to have your meetings and whatever. Pretty much like you're in a private jet. And I 100% for sure clipped right through that table. Yep. I was having a little server client mismatch. The server has the full authority on everything, so if it doesn't agree with the client, it will. One thing I forgot to show, for completion's sake, is the turrets. I think I couldn't get this one to turn on. The interaction wasn't working right. Let's see, it can cover the bottom of the ship. And since it's inside the Andromeda, the base version, it has a top turret as well, with weapons. Once again, there was like a server to client mismatch. I think there was a brief moment I wasn't connected to the server or something. Alright. Getting nice views up here. Some nice views of the turrets from outside. So is the rest of the ship. I don't think I showed that. Again, very Star Trek-like type of look, with the back engines being on like these struts sticking out from the main body, showing you the missile launchers. I believe you can launch 24 size 2 missiles. What are the size 1s? Oh yeah, 24 missiles out the side launchers, and I believe 28 missiles from the top launchers. Yeah, it's really kind of like a missile boat. I believe the ones you can launch from the top are size 2s, the ones on the sides can fit size 1 missiles. Showing what it looks like when the ship is powered off. Got all this nice and cool lighting. Everything's dark, but not too dark. You can still see stuff with this lighting. You can at least still see where you're going, which is nice, without like hurting your eyes or ruining your sleep. And once again, this won't be a pattern. I almost forgot about the ground vehicle. This is the RSI Lynx. This is the vehicle I've been talking about that can fit in the Constellation cargo bays. Did I say Lynx? I meant Ursa. The Lynx is actually not in game yet. It'll be like the nicer version of this has a remote turret that moves from the side to the top. You can take 4 passengers on a ride. And it has its own gravity generator, as you saw when I aligned 2 weapon racks over here on each side. And a locker. Side door and a back door. We got options of where you want to enter or exit. Someone's on a remote turret right now. Just getting the driver's seat. Very nice views.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries.
Yeah, this
Enjoy
one
the ride. System check.
doesn't have the transparent MFDs. Ruined. And I think he just died right in front of it. But whatever, at least that seat is free now. Not down.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System
Get to
check.
the remote turret. You can see you can like cover the vehicle from all sides, especially against air threats. That's RSI. See you next day.